Hey everyone, Teo here. Today I'm reviewing this drawing pen tablet, the Ugee M908. First of all, disclaimer, this is a review unit provided by the company, and the price of this tablet is US $49 on Ugee's website at the time of this review, and Amazon has it at $39 US. And I have a 10% coupon code that you can use on top of this price. And by the way, there is another model called the M808, which is US $39. So this model has 8 hotkeys but does not have that dial or that scroll wheel. This tablet does not have a display, and this is not wireless, so you will have to connect this to your computer in order to use it. And let me give you the bottom line up front. The drawing performance of the pen and the tablet is excellent. The line quality that you can get from this pen is excellent. So this is definitely good enough for creating professional art, professional manga or comics. I like this design with the rounded corners. Downsides, the drawing surface is quite susceptible to fingerprints, and the build quality is slightly plasticky, but it works fine. Let's look at the items included in the box. So there's the tablet, USB-A to USB-C charging cable, nib remover, 11 replacement pen nibs, the pen, USB-A to USB-C adapter for use with Android devices, warranty policy, Android quick guide, user quick guide. This is the Ugee PH23 pen that supports tilt and slightly over 8,000 levels of pressure sensitivity. This is not powered by battery, so no charging is required. The build quality is quite solid. It's lightweight, has a nice matte textured surface that's comfortable to hold for long periods of time. There are 2 side buttons which are customizable. They feel a bit flimsy, but they work fine. The pen tip has slight movement when in contact with the drawing surface, but it's not that noticeable. So this is the Ugee M908 pen tablet. The drawing surface area is 10 by 6¼ inches, and this is considered medium-sized drawing area, and this pairs well with displays up to maybe around 27 inches, and this is a comfortable size to work with for drawing. This is matte textured, and it provides a nice tactile experience when drawing. This design has rounded corners and it looks nice. It looks quite different from the very rectangular pen tablet designs which are so common. On the right side, there is this pen sleeve that you can use to keep the pen. This tablet has 8 hotkeys and the buttons have good feedback. There is one wheel here, but there is no button in the center. So to switch functionality for the wheel, you need to assign one of the hotkeys to switching the functionality. That's the USB-C port by the left, and here you can see the 3-layer design. The front side here is actually tapered very slightly, so this is not going to cut into your wrist. And on the back there are 4 big pieces of rubber with good grip on the table. Let's see what you can do with the driver. The Mac and Windows driver should have similar functionality, except for the Windows driver, there is this additional Windows ink feature which you may have to toggle on or off if pressure sensitivity is not working as expected. So for the pen settings, there is mouse mode. If you want to use the pen as a mouse, you can choose to enable or disable pressure and tilt. The 2 side buttons are customizable, so I've already set this side button here to switch display so that I can move the cursor from this display to another display, and these are all the other options which are available. You can also set keyboard shortcuts, run applications, and wow, you can even shut down the computer using the pen's side button, and there are some multimedia controls as well. So let me go with switch monitor. If you click here under pen settings, you can adjust the pressure curve using the 3 control points or with the pre-programmed shortcuts. And you can test the pressure here. Switch monitor has 3 modes. The first mode is the cursor is on display 1. The second mode is the cursor is on display 2, and the third mode is the cursor can go across both displays. So this is where you can input your own keyboard shortcuts to customize the hotkeys, or you can choose the mouse controls, device control, and other functionality here like pen eraser, precision mode eraser, display or hide user interface, which is this driver. You can run application, there are system functions, multimedia controls. So of course, most people will use their own keyboard shortcuts here. If you want to use the ring here, or the dial or the wheel here, you have to customize one of the hotkeys to, let me see, to switch ring function. Yep, that's it. The pre-programmed shortcuts for the wheel are zoom, scroll, brush size, and rotate, and you can add one more shortcut. Now for some reason you cannot disable the pre-programmed shortcuts, so those 4 shortcuts will always be there. See this drop-down box here at the top right side? It's possible to create groups of shortcuts for specific apps that you use, so when those apps are launched and active, the shortcuts will load automatically. So this can be quite useful if you use multiple apps with different shortcuts. Time for some line tests. The app that I'm using is MIDI-Band Paint Pro. Let's test the initial activation force to see how sensitive this pen is. So that's how thick my brush is. And now I'm barely applying any pressure while drawing. So I can draw thin lines rather easily. Let me draw some slow diagonal lines to see how straight the line is. This is quite straight. Any jitter or wobble that you see is actually from my hand. Let's see how the lines taper. They can taper quite smoothly and sharply, so this is good. Line transition from thin to thick and back to thin and thick again. Now this is also a diagonal line and I don't see any diagonal line wobble or jitter. Let's see if we can maintain consistent line width by maintaining consistent pressure. And yes, we can. Dots. So the drawing performance of the pen is fantastic. The pen is very sensitive, very accurate, and very responsive. There is no diagonal line wobble, and I don't expect any diagonal line wobble for pen tablets. So you can expect very consistent, predictable performance from this pen. Because the pen is so sensitive, you can draw thin and thick lines very easily, and you can create very expressive lines. The thing with drawing with pen tablets versus pen displays is you have to look at the display while you draw on your tablet. So this will take some time to get used to. The upside of using pen tablets versus pen displays is pen tablets are way more affordable. Another advantage of pen tablets is they are actually more ergonomic because you can have the pen tablet flat on the table and you can sit with your back straight compared to using a pen display where you may have to hunch over depending on whether you are using a tablet stand and of course what kind of tablet stand you are using. I've been drawing with tablets such as the iPads, Samsung Galaxy tablets for such a long time that it's actually quite difficult for me to switch back to drawing with pen tablets, drawing without a screen. Now, the affordability of such tablets is a huge selling point because you can get really good drawing performance at a fraction of the price of pen displays. So that really, to me, is the huge selling point of pen tablets. This tablet can definitely be used to create professional manga as well. The line quality is definitely good enough for that. Alright, to conclude, I would say the line quality you can get from this pen tablet is excellent. So at this price point, I feel like it does provide really good value for money. This tablet can work with Android devices, but there is no Android driver, so the hotkeys will not work, and there's no way to customize the pressure sensitivity of the pen or the buttons. So by default, the area here on the pen tablet is mapped to the vertical area of the Android tablet. So if I draw a box here, you can see this area. Oh, there is tilt and there is pressure support. It is possible to use the whole area for drawing. You just have to turn this on this side and press the K8 button here, and now this whole area is mapped to the Android tablet. So let me draw this box again. Yeah, so the Android tablet always has to be vertical, but for the pen tablet you can turn it. I mean, if you turn it like this, you're only using this area, but if you turn or rotate it this way, you can use the whole area. So same thing, now I can draw. Pressure and tilt works. If you want to navigate, zoom in and out, you can use your finger gestures. So you can use a combination of drawing and finger gestures here for navigation. And I can see the cursor here, so the cursor is crucial for drawing. Without the cursor, you won't be able to use this with the Android device. So this is, I would say the drawing performance is okay, depending of course on the app you use. Pressure sensitivity works fine. Depending on the app you use, you may be able to customize the pressure curve even though there is no Android driver, because some drawing apps do allow you to customize the pressure curve, such as Infinite Painter. So with Infinite Painter, you can customize the pressure curve and you can even customize the tilt. The Android version of Clip Studio Paint also has the option to customize the pressure curve. Alright, to conclude, the drawing performance of this pen tablet is excellent. The line quality you can get from the pen is fantastic. So if you have the intention to buy a pen tablet, this is definitely one I can recommend quite easily. And you can find the purchase links in the video description below. Alright, I hope this review is useful. Thanks for watching. See you guys again. Bye.